Hello everybody and welcome to episode 55 of my series, my Technic playthrough. I'm Neoublie and first things first, I'm going to make fix up a couple of things that I made mistakes with. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and create myself another one of these while I have it in my inventory. I have gone ahead and filled up both of my clients. Well, actually, let's grab two of them. Oops, I don't want you. Burn you back up. Okay, I've actually gone ahead and filled up both my client stars that I've got, the little ones. They are very small storage devices, but we are getting a reasonable amount of EMC in now. Just let that charge up quickly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop that off and I'm going to put the alchemical chest onto here, which is where I planned it to be originally. Because when I had it here, I didn't put the pipe behind it. Okay, so that's the first thing I needed to do. Second thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and find myself my covalence dust, which should be, let's see, should be over here with this, maybe, there we go. Need to grab 1, 2, 3 of those, and I also want to grab myself some wool. So hopefully I have some wool floating around. Maybe it's over here, there we go. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of wool. Oh, just if you haven't noticed, my speed of my mouse is increased quite well. I've gone ahead and got myself a G9X from Logitech. Oh my god, this is a nice mouse. Very, very good. So yeah, so let's put the alchemical chest in the middle there and the covalence dust on the top. That will give us an alchemical chest, our alchemical bag. Now, this thing is a portable bag we carry around with a large inventory, and if I do happen to die, I can create myself a new alchemical bag and all my stuff will still be in it. If I make two of them, I can have one sitting at the house and I can have one sitting at another location, and they'll have it in there. The only difference is that if I go ahead and play on a server, the white bag I give to somebody would be empty unless they have their own stuff in their version of it, because it's actually stored by a user. So just so you're aware of that. If I have anything in here before I do a world download, I'll go ahead like Direwolf does and pop it into a chest, so that way you'll get access to it. So yeah, so right, on to what we're going to do. First of all, sleep through the night, and then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to quickly put together a system to get the peat going. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to rearrange all of this stuff. Oh geez, look at that stuff. Let's just go and jump that into there, all that junk. Let's go ahead and take these off for the second. Now we're going to clear out some space under here. Right, just clearing a bit of space, making sure it's nice and easy to get in and out of here. Okay, so let's plan this one out. What we're going to need is, I'm going to need some more pipes. First thing we're going to need is a couple of supplier. I always get these names wrong. I'm pretty sure I need the one that goes ahead and does glowstone on either side. Let's see. Nope, not glowstone on either side. It must be the one with lapis on either side. Let me go ahead and grab a couple more pipes and another set of pipes and some lapis. Okay, should have enough of what we need. Let's go ahead and put this together. Let's go and put that there, some more of that, glass in the corners. Okay, grab that out. We want two of these to be, oops, we don't need that. We need two of these to be supplier pipes. There we go. And we need, what else do we need? We also need some teleport pipes. Do we have any of those? Unless, of course, my eyes are deceiving me. No, it looks like we don't have any. Let me go ahead and craft up a couple of those as well, and this is one that I do not remember how to do. Teleport pipes are made with... that's right, not too bad. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves two more of the golden gears. Luckily, we've got some diamonds built up now. Let's grab two of those, and we need to grab ourselves 8 of these. Let's just grab a few extra. Grab those, thank you very much. Pop those two there. Diamonds all the way around the outside, 2 gears, 1 on either side, and glass. Lovely. Okay, so let's head back over, and hopefully we have everything we need. Let me just grab... we don't have everything we need. We don't actually have a place to store this yet. Let's go ahead and grab this, and we pop this over into our forestry chest with the rest of the stuff. Let me just move this all out of this chest into here for a moment. Just make sure that we've actually got... at making the stuff rather than just pulling it out from the stuff that's already been there. Let's make sure we can get that. So missing 4 sand. Right, so we can do it, we just don't have sand yet. Okay, we'll do some more testing once we've got the sand. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to start off with by creating ourselves a new teleport system. So let's pop one to here, and let's call that one teleport frequency 4. We need to make that requesting true. And then what we're going to need to do is bring ourselves, not with those, I need to put those away. Okay, we've got our cobblestone pipe. We might have enough for the moment. And we're going to need... No, we don't need that actually there. We need... how are we going to do this? Just trying to think how we're going to do this actually, to be honest. We are going to need supply pipe here. We're going to need a supply pipe on the... yeah, down here like this. And we're going to need to put our PT engine on top of that. We are going to need one here as well, because we are going to be using a PT engine here as well. Okay, let's go ahead and move this pipe, because I don't want it to be right there. Let's go ahead and pop it right... pop that there like that. And let's go for the teleport pipe here, and let's go with that out of there. And we're just going to go ahead and connect that to there like that. Now that should mean that if we go ahead and grab this, and we go and whack it with a wrench, no, we need to grab some peat first, whack that with a wrench, put 5 into there, and 5 into there, and that means that should theoretically go away and request it once we can. Actually, probably shouldn't do that yet because we haven't got the other end connected. Let's just go ahead and clear that and just make sure the system's actually not broken already. Okay, so the supply pipes go there, 1, 2, and we're going to need to also have a second supply, get out of here. Another supply pipe which is going to be made right now. One with lapis on either side. So supply pipe there, and we're going to have to go and pop that on the side of here. Is that good? It should be okay. Let's get the dirt out of there. Actually, let's leave the dirt in there, to be honest, because it should start piping this back out once we've got this sorted, and it will go out to our normal location. Right, so we now need to connect up. I'm going to probably make a mess of this. I'm not very good at doing this in a tidy fashion. We're going to need to probably put a basic here, because it's going to need to be an intersection. And then we should be able to just go up like so with the cobblestone, if I can get close enough. There we go, and to there like that. So what do we choose down here? This is pipe number 4. No, we haven't set it yet. It's frequency 4. Let's go and quickly set one up over here. Okay, pop this one down here and set this one to frequency 4. Can receive also is true. And let's head back over and just make sure we've got it all sorted. Okay, so what we should be able to do now is we should be able to go ahead and choose, with that system built there, to go ahead and pop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of peat into there. And that theoretically should go ahead and request the peat, if all is well and good. Ah, there we go, can receive equals true. There we go. So now we should hopefully have it work. Yes or no? I might have just gone ahead and broken that. Let's go break that off and let's just start that again. Let's grab out our supply pipe again, pop that down to here. Let's go ahead and try out this one here. So let's go ahead and pop into here, and let's say we want to have that amount there of bog earth. Let's see if that's going to work. Now, because they both should be supplying true, there we go, look at that. So it's very, very important to have the true on both sides. So that's going to go ahead and fill up and put 2 stacks of 55 into there. It's probably going to go actually a stack of 64 and then the rest of it in the other stack there. It's probably more likely the case. Yeah, no, that's all cool. And what we should now do is we should be able to go ahead and put in the 5 pieces into here for that, and the 5 pieces in here for that. And we should be able to go ahead and pop the redstone torches here and here, just like so. In fact, no, I don't like that. Let's go ahead and get those off there, pop them down here and here, and put the dirt on top. And it should transfer through the block and into there. So now that part of it, that's the first process done. And so we can go ahead and fill this up, and hopefully hide most of this. Going to go leave that that part there at the moment, just like so. Now that's also going to head and pull out the dirt, which is nice. Now we don't have a place for the dirt to go to yet, which is the next thing we're going to have to do. And we also need to have a place for this to go. So I'm thinking what we should do is quickly pop over, and we should go ahead and do a wee bit of tweaking. I'm going to sleep through the night first. I'm going to go tweak the system a little bit and do something that I haven't done yet, and that's start to try and define where there are default routes for certain things. Because at the moment we've got a default route chest for everything that doesn't know where to go. But what we don't have is specified stuff. So let's pop outside here, grab our wrench out. Now do I have everything we need? I've got a piece of bog earth, peat, and dirt. We do have everything we need for the moment, at least anyway. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to go and chop the back of this off for the moment. I wish I could make a nicer way of cleaning this up, but we'll see what we can do in a bit. So let's see, which one has got the forestry stuff in it? It's this one here, I think. So we need to make this one here. Let's whack it with a wrench. Oh no, we don't have that. I can't do it with these ones. Okay. That's kind of disappointing. I might have to make a different system. I might have to go ahead and make a chassis pipe to do this. I might do some testing off camera and figure that out. But anyway, so that should theoretically be doing what we needed to do. It's going to end up going with all the extra bits into the wrong place. I think we're going to end up with all of our extra bits going over into here, which is not too much of a problem. I can go transfer it when I need to. Oh, actually no, sorry, all the default stuff's going to go into here. That's not a very big chest, so let's go ahead and just start clearing this out over to here. I'll have to do some tweaking to fix that one up. Yes, I think so. Anyway, so back to what we're doing over here. Okay, so we've pretty much got everything working over here the way we want it to. It's going to go ahead and refill this unit here. It's going to go ahead and refill the engines underneath, which is good. The only thing it's not doing yet is it's not going to go ahead and pull the information, pull the stuff out of here, which is definitely something else we do want to have happen. So we're going to have to go ahead and do one more thing, which is to go ahead and pop. Actually, do we even need to? We might be able to get away with it. Is it still pulling out dirt? It is still pulling out dirt. There's so much dirt to come because this is so overrun with dirt that it's got a lot to chunk out. Okay, so I'm just going to try and think about what we need to do here. I'm wondering if we even need to worry about it, because I can probably just go ahead and knock that pipe off and put that there like so. And that theoretically should start, once it's got a chance to, pull out the humus, sorry, not the humus, the peat, and send that down. Oh, hang on, we're going to have to go ahead and chop this off. Wow, that's a lot of peat. Quickly, let's go and clean that up. Give me a few seconds. Actually, I know what I can do. I've got my nice big bag here. Let's go ahead and use this for a change. So let's go ahead and open this up, and let's just go chuck all of our peat into here, and we should be all good, and all of our ash as well. And almost all of it. There we go. So now what we should see, hopefully, is that all of the blocks should go down that path there. Although I think that's still going to need to be a one of these ones, a basic one, just because it is an intersection. I don't think it would matter too much due to the fact that it can't go into this box here, but at least it should help out a little bit. Oops, don't need to go on top there. So what we need to do is we need to find out whether or not this piece here will come out through the side. I also need to eat something. Let's grab some food. Let's just wait for this piece to get farmed and see if it comes out the side of the unit. Is there anything else around? No, there we go, it did. And look at that. Perfect. It's going to come out the side, and unfortunately we don't have a default route, so it is just going to go ahead and wander its way through. But we will figure that out very soon, and I'm going to get that sorted. We could do the same thing over here with this one, because this is obviously now fully set up. But all we need to do for the moment is just go ahead and chuck some peat into here so I can farm it up. How much do we have in here? Wow, we've got lots and lots of wheat. Awesome. Right. Now, let's see what else we want to get onto this one here. I think what we might do is a bit of an equivalent exchange, as I have a lot of EMC. So let me just have a quick think about what we can get done, and I will come back and we will move on to something there. Okay, so just having a bit of a think about what we're going to do next, and what I'm thinking about doing is going ahead and making up my black hole band. Basically what I'm thinking is, because we need to go ahead and do quite a bit of mining still, because I haven't got a lot of resources and I need to get equivalent exchange sort of started, I'm going to go head down and I'm going to grab a piece of lava. There is another item that I can go ahead and make that would be able to be used to do lava, but I don't quite have the resources for that, I don't think. So I'm going to pop down here, grab some lava, and I'm then going to teach it to my transmutation table so I can just go ahead and pull buckets of lava out whenever I want. And then we should be all good. So let's quickly pop down through here, and hopefully there is a source block somewhere. I haven't taken it all yet. Come on, there we go. There's a source block. Have I got something down here? Whoa, look at all the mobs. Wow. That was where I was going ahead and using my destruction catalyst to go mining. I might have to get some armor before going in there again. Jeez. Let's get back upstairs. Okay, so let's go ahead and teach this to our transmutation table so we know how to make it. There we go. But let's go ahead and grab one out of there if we can. Let's target that and drop in. Oh, let's just pop our client star in. Grab 1, 2, 3, and we'll keep the one that we're going to use. The reason why I've grabbed 3 more is if I have enough EMC later on, I might go ahead and try and make up the next thing I want to make. Okay, so we need to grab ourselves 8 pieces of iron. There we go. We've got to go ahead and put that around to make ourselves what looks like it's going to be an iron furnace. But we're going to pop the lava bucket in the middle and create ourselves an iron band. I'm also going to need to grab from my miscellaneous junk some string, I think it is. Let's go ahead and pop that into the center. Yep, and I think it's string along the top, string along the bottom. And then what we need to do is we need to go ahead and... oh, no, let's go ahead and do this first. This is something that I haven't done yet, and you're probably going to be seeing exactly how expensive equivalent exchange is. We're going to need to make 2 diamond blocks. This is the reason why it's so scary how expensive this stuff gets. Let's just go make sure we've learnt one of those. There we go. So we've got 1 diamond blocks to learnt now. Pop that into there, and I'm going to take the Eternalist fuel, and I'm just going to wrap it around the outside with Eternalist fuel. And do that twice. Now, Eternalist fuel is worth the same as a diamond, so that's basically 9 pieces of diamond and another 8 equivalent diamonds. Makes us 1 dark matter. Let's grab those 2 out of there, do the safe thing, and teach it to our transmutation table right now while we've got it. And then what we can do now is put the iron band in the middle, dark matter either side, and I believe, hopefully this is the right recipe, string along the outside like that, and there we go, dark hole band, or black hole band at least. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of the stuff out of here we don't need. Let's put the diamonds and Eternalist fuel packer here into this important stuff. Probably not going to have enough for what I want, but let's quickly just check to see. Can we grab out... even with 2 almost full client stars of the low end, we don't have enough. Let's actually be cheeky. Let's go ahead and grab 2 more out of this. Pop these into here. Craft these together, and what we're going to do is we're going to pop this all into here like so, and create ourselves the next level up. So the iron, and then the Zwei. So there we go. So we've got the next level up, and it'll hold a lot more EMC. So let's go pop it into here and leach out everything we've got here. Let that charge up, and so with this one here, if we go ahead and use G key, it'll activate. Now it does use a small amount of EMC, so as you can see I've probably got something in here. No, I don't. Okay, so I wonder if it does actually use EMC for that. I believe it uses some form of EMC. It must be something that's maybe reserved or something like that. Okay, so basically if I was to go ahead and grab, let's see, grab ourselves out a stack of dirt, and then chuck that into our hotbar and go spitting that out. Oh, actually that's a good idea. We want to get that back again. There we go. So if we go ahead and just throw out some dirt, which I need to do with, what the hell? Q. My god. Haven't thrown stuff out of my inventory for so long I forgot what key it was. So if we go ahead and throw that out all over the place, and then we go ahead and activate this, you'll see that it starts pulling it towards me. And that's nice. Now that's all well and good, but I don't really want it going back into my inventory. I'm getting this because I want to go ahead and use it for mining. So if I go ahead and open up my alchemy bag and pop the black hole band in there, as soon as you put it in there it'll activate. And now if I go ahead and throw this out, oh, where's it going? It's not going there, and it's not going back into the stack. And if I open it up, I've only got 31 in there, but if I go ahead and open up my alchemy bag, and there we go, there's it all there. So it means now when I go ahead and go mining, I can go and do it for a while, and I've got plenty of storage space. Now the next thing I want to make up is, there's 2 other things I want to make, and I don't think I have the resources yet, but now that I can mine easier, I will go and do that. I want to make myself a gem of eternal density, which is made with a lot of resources. So that's 9 diamonds plus 8 eternal fuel times 2 plus another 5 diamonds and 2 obsidian. It's very, very expensive, but a very, very cool tool. And the other thing that I want to make up as well is, I cannot remember what I was going to make now. I was talking about, no, I don't remember what it was I was going to make, so I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's quickly go ahead and grab out my backpack, charge that up. I'm going to go for a bit of a mining spree, and then I will come back and we should be able to hopefully make one more equivalent exchange item, maybe the Gem of Eternal Density, and show you how that works. And then we might have to call that the end of an episode, end of this episode. That should be pretty good. I've gone ahead and got myself torches. Let's go ahead and quickly grab myself my backpack. And I am going to, it's not quite charged, I'm going to head downstairs and I'm going to do some mining, and then once I get back we shall see how we've got on with resources and see what we can make before the end of the episode. Okay, just one thing before I go ahead down and actually go and do some mining. I just realised that I'm making a silly mistake by putting coal into there. I should be using peat, because I've got an unlimited supply of peat basically, and a limited supply of coal, which I actually need to go ahead and start macerating some of that down. Let's go ahead and grab a stack and macerate it down now. We need to macerate it down because what we do need to do is we need to get ourselves some gear started. Technic 7 has actually gone ahead and become a stable edition. What I did do is try and convert this world up to it, and it was a miserable failure. I was hoping just the forestry stuff would disappear, but unfortunately so many items have changed, so many blocks have changed that it's not going to convert up. So I've got a question for you guys. Basically, do you want me to go ahead and upgrade to Technic 7? Or do you want me to hold off slightly until all the mods are ready to go for 1.3 and go ahead and put together a mod pack of my own and do a video on how to put it together, how to build it, so you guys can put it together and play along with it? Or what, what would you like me to do? How would you prefer things to be done? So yeah, so please let me know what you think. I'm gonna go and kill these guys, sleep through the night, and head down to go mining, and I'll be back once I'm finished mining. Whoa, lots of guys. Right, hopefully that is enough. Can I sleep? Yes. Okay, I'll be back shortly. Okay, I just thought I'd quickly let you see how easy it and how fun it is to go ahead and mine when you've got the basically an almost unlimited resources in your inventory. So as you can see here, I've gone ahead and done a little bit of mining, and look at this, I've already gone ahead and filled up quite a decent chunk of stuff in here. So what I'm doing is I'm just basically going around and just collecting up all the stuff I can, and of course it's making a nice mess of things, but it's all well and good. I had to go ahead and put down torches all over the place here to prevent this from being too dark. Go ahead and grab this tungsten. Always grab tungsten, worth a lot of EMC. Hopefully one day it'll actually be useful for something else, and hopefully LRM will actually make it worth, the worthfulness of it be absolutely amazing for her mod. But yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and continue doing this, just basically collecting up all the sort of junk that I can get. Don't want to dig down too deep, of course, and fall. And you've got to be very careful when you go ahead and do downwards as well. Like if I go ahead and I was to go down here, it will go straight down, and because I'm close to bedrock it's not so bad, but yeah, you want to be very careful about what you're doing with that. I don't think I've managed to get any diamonds yet. No, I haven't actually got a lot of good stuff just yet. I've got some tungsten, which is pretty cool, but that's about it. Lots of bad guys though, of course, because it's getting so dark down here. But yeah, so I'm just going to continue doing this for a bit and have a bit of fun, and then once I have finished this, we will be ready to go, ready to continue. Okay, and this is definitely a sign that I'm going to have to go upstairs and start emptying out my inventory. As you can see, my item balls are flying around me, so that is definitely a very good sign that I've got a very full inventory. Let's go ahead and check to see what we've got in here. Wow, we've got quite a bit of stuff. We can probably go ahead and throw some of this on the ground and see if we can get the item balls off us. Probably go ahead and just throw some of this into the lava because we don't actually need all this stuff. Let's just go ahead and grab ourselves out. Oh, we did get a diamond, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and grab out some of this stuff. Gravel, and that should stop it. There we go. Actually, we don't even need to throw it in the lava. We can go now and throw upstairs. So yes, so definitely a very, very nice, easy way to go mining. I obviously didn't light it up properly down here. Aha, you fell down on a deep hole. Let's go put some lights down here. I'm trying to prevent mobs from spawning because I don't want to have to deal with them. It's quite hard when you're so far down because it's so dark. And now of course I have to find the way out of here. Oh, you are definitely not a normal one. What are you going to have? Are you going to drop anything good? Probably not, no, just a bone. Right, so let me find my way out of here. I think I may have got myself a wee bit on the lost side after I chewed through the walkway. And I'll head upstairs and see what our spoils of war have come out with. Or our spoils, our mining spoils. And here's the exit. Cool, see you upstairs. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and drop all of my cobblestone into the system here. Get rid of that. And just see what we can get out after that. Thank goodness for convenient inventory. Oh, this will take a lot longer than it is at the moment. Just alt-clicking everything into my inventory, which is nice. Of course, probably the problem I'm going to have is the fact that the system here is probably going to get overflowed. In fact, it is already overflowed, so probably, let's have a quick look, see what's happening to it. That's about it. So it's basically going to jam up that system for a while. I'm going to have to do something about that eventually. I've got the cobblestone chest up there, so I might be able to go ahead and do that. But one other thing I can do is I can upgrade this thing at some stage soon. So anyway, let's see what we have left in our bag. So let's go and sort our bag. We have some dirt, which we'll go put over into here, just because we could do with a little bit more dirt. Let's go ahead and get it out of our chest first. Some dirt and some gravel. We could do with the gravel in the X. We don't have any gravel yet. Not that we use it very often. What else do we have? We have a bunch of ores. Some tungsten. Let's go ahead and let's just circumvent the system for a little bit. Let's go chuck a tin ore into there. Don't need the one on the bottom. Let's put our iron into there and some copper, some silver. Oops. Wow. Didn't realise they had the same ID. Okay, so silver into there. Now what we're going to do is the very first thing is we're going to burn up the tungsten. Pop that into there and we're going to grab out a block of diamond. Lovely. Now I'm going to need to grab out as much stuff I can to get some more stuff. So let's go ahead and grab some silver. 2 stacks of silver, see how much we can get out of that. Yes, that's enough to get another block of diamond. We do have some alternalist fuel somewhere. Let's go ahead and grab that. Not very much. We almost used all of it up. Wow. Okay, certainly not getting as much as I was hoping. Let's see what we can do about that. Let's go ahead and drop some diamonds into here and see what we can get out of here, because what I really want to get is actually some of those. I want to get 1, 2. That's probably not going to be enough. I think what we're going to have to do is we're probably going to have to start getting our EMC production a little bit higher, because right now we are not producing enough to do what I want to do. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of obsidian. And where's our glowstone? We need some glowstone. We're going to need to turn some more of that into glowstone dust. So pop that into there. Oops, we're going to need to grab our Klein Star and get all the energy out of there that we don't have at the moment. Okay, so let's go. Oops, we can just do it straight to that actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of that. So 7 pieces of glowstone. Let's go ahead and stop this system for a minute. We are definitely filling up this. Let's go ahead and grab all of this out of here. I'm going to have to just pop this back over here. It's going to be a lot of stuff filling up because all that stuff that was floating around inside the tube. Oops. Wow, FPS lag. Okay, how much do we have down there? Wow. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I think that might be the last of it now. Let's go ahead and just get all of the EMC out of there. And the 2 things we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and knock this off. One of you off there. Did I pick that up? Yes. No. Where the hell did it go? Ah, of course I know where it went. Into here. Okay, and we'll do the same thing with one of these. And again, it's got straight into my bag. So let's go over to here. Now we did grab out the 2 pieces here. I was going to use those for something else, but if we go pop one of those into there like that, and go and pop you around like so, that will turn it into a Mark II relay. And of course if we do the same thing here with the energy condenser and go with the glowstone around the outside, that'll make it into a Mark II collector. Place these back down again, and what will happen is, because we've upgraded them, we will have a greater amount. Look at that number going up a lot faster. Now this thing here is going to have an extra lot of slots, which is nice and good. See, there's only 2 here, there is 3 here. it will go ahead and create things faster, and I think it produces a little bit more light of its own. But this thing here is most important. It gets a bit more storage space there, and it burns things up a lot faster. So now if we start this thing up, we should be able to get a lot more EMC coming in. So hopefully soon we'll have a lot more EMC, and we can go ahead and create some of the other magical tools that Equivalent Exchange has. Anyway, it does look like it is night time, and it is a time for me to go to sleep, in the game as well as in real life. So I think this will be the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, catch you later.